end of 2021, boo. What a journey it has been. Oh my goodness. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. This filter, I'm not feeling it. 1 second. This filter is a mess. And I gotta find somewhere to park. I'm actually gonna go for a walk because I am tired. Ever since the pre-shadow started, I've been having like the worst headaches. So much so I literally had to buy something just for headaches. And I literally never get headaches, you all. Like, I never, ever get headaches. And ever since the pre-shadow of this retrograde, I've been having like the worst headaches. So I'm highly annoyed right now. I'm highly annoyed. And all I want to say is everything after 2013, like every other year after 2013 can totally just kiss my behind. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what happened, y'all. The world is just different. The world is so different and so chaotic. And I just miss the good old days. You see what I'm saying? I just miss the days where movies were amazing, music was amazing, people were pure, people like to be good people and not so grimy and annoying and weird, you know? I just miss those like good days. And I have not been on this planet for long, in this vessel, in this lifetime. You know, I'm still in my young 20s, going into my mid 20s very soon. And let me tell you, all the years I've been on this planet, y'all, I'm just like, what is going on? Like, I'm sure before, like, even before 2018, you know, and backward, I'm pretty sure that the retrograde existed. You see what I'm saying? That retrogrades were happening, but I just wasn't aware of it. And it never was crazy like this. You know, I don't recall ever feeling some kind of way those previous years before 2020. So why is it that as soon as 2020, now 2021 is happening, it's like the retrogrades are just worse? You know, it's like everything is just worse. And I just did some errands. I just ran some errands. And I was not feeling well at all. And it was like little things were popping up here and there, you know? Certain kind of conversations. And I'm just like, I'm not going to do this. You see what I'm saying? It's like, I'm just so over it. Like, I'm not going to be giving my energy to these petty situations and petty people. Like, I don't have time for it. I don't have the time. And keep in mind, this retrograde hasn't even started. This retrograde literally has not even started. And look at the damage that it's doing. You know? It's insane. It's literally insane. And not to mention what comes with a retrograde. You see what I'm saying? People from the past popping up, things being resurfaced. It's the worst. You know, and normally I don't care as much and it doesn't like really affect me like that. But this retrograde, it's affecting me like that. It is. And I'm trying so hard to ignore it. I'm trying so hard to just squash it underneath my feet and kind of just like move forward, keep moving forward, not looking back, not letting anything behind me get on my nerves. And it's hard. It's really hard. And like, you know, I could go into the whole like twin flame thing. I don't even want to touch on that really, to be honest with you, because that makes my head just feel like swirl, you know. It makes me very confused. And so I'm just gonna say deep connection, right? Like, even with that whole situation, it's like that's trying to come back around and make me, want to reach out and want to have a certain kind of conversation. And it's just like, I hate it. I'm like, why? What conversation needs to be had? There needs to be no conversation. You see what I'm saying? Like it's the retrograde. I know it is. It's just the retrograding. Like, that's all it is, making me feel some kind of way. And I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm not going to let this crappy pandemic get me down. I refuse. Like, I was putting on Twitter, like, I just refuse. I refuse to let it get to me. I refuse to let it stop me from doing what I gotta do. I'm not gonna stress nothing. I'm gonna continue to take care of myself and clean my surroundings and focus on the positive, and that's it. I'm not gonna focus on what it shoulda, coulda, and why did that happen and why did this happen, and that's all within the energy and the realm of doubt and regret and sorrow and sadness. And I want no parts. I want no parts of any of that. Like, I want to be on a high vibe, pure wave of positivity and happiness. I don't want to be on that wave and feel overtaken by anything, because this retrograde is making me feel like that. And I'm like, why though? Like, I've been doing so well. I've been doing so well. And it's pathetic. It's honestly pathetic that these retrogrades have been so nasty this year. Like, extremely nasty. And the worst part is people get nasty as well. You notice? People get nasty as well during the retrograde. They start yipping at people and getting aggressive, and all that energy, save it. I don't want no parts of it. Like, I'm good off that. I'm good off that. And I see it, and it happens all the time. It happens all the time, and I hate that. And I'm like, why is that? They should have a rule where certain days people just don't have to talk to each other. People just don't even have to communicate if it's going to be that big of a deal, where you're going to snap at somebody for whatever reason. And it was the weirdest thing, because even yesterday night after I worked, like, I felt this weird feeling of like my twin blocking me or something like that. And I went to check, and I typed in the number, and it was green, and we both have iPhones, and I was like confused. And then the same night later on, I looked, and it was blue. So I'm like, what's really going on though? Like, why is my intuition telling me these things? Why are these things happening to me? You see what I'm saying? Like, why are these things resurfacing? I don't like it. I don't like it. And I need some juice. I'm really thirsty. Oh my God, the light is green already. Wow. I literally stopped and parked for like 2 seconds, and the light was green already. But today the roads are so dead. I think it's because people are still sleeping, because the retrograde probably whooping their butt. And that's another thing, when you're not in the best mood, don't be around a bunch of people. Don't be trying to converse, because they will tick you off. Like, and it's so real, bro. Like, it's so real. It's so real. People get in the weirdest moods, and they want to start problems over nothing. And whenever I see that, I'm like, bro, I just want to be like alone. I don't want to be having these petty conversations. Like, I'm not going to do it with you. Like, go somewhere else with that mess. Like, I'm not about to argue with you over nothing. Nada, zero, zilch. Like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, maybe I'm just so used to retrogrades now where I'm like, I'm not even gonna respond. I'm not even gonna try to get myself engaged with that. For what? Like, it's a bad idea. Like, seriously. Out of nowhere, it's raining super hard. Like, super hard. That was weird. 1 second, y'all. I need to pick my filter. This filter is like giving me the hives. I don't even know what filter to put on. I'm so over it. Anyway, so 2021 is coming to a close. I'm very happy. We're going into winter time, my favorite season of the year. I wish it'd be cooler. It's still hot as hell where I live. Can't stand it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to Christmas. I'm looking forward to the seasonal decorations, you know, the smell of the tree, the real Christmas trees. You know, it's been a while since I've had an actual real Christmas tree. Most of the time we set up a fake one, and I said, like, this year we all agree we want a real Christmas tree, like a real thick, tall Christmas tree. So I'm ready for that. But that's, I mean, this year's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my mind right now, today, even though it's almost the end of September, in my mind, I'm like, this year's a wrap. I'm good off that. You see what I'm saying? I'm good off of 2021. It's been over for me. Like, this year has been over, honestly. Since like August, I was like, okay, 2022, what you got going on? Like, seriously. I have my angel aura quartz with me. I don't know why I even brought this crystal. I have like crystals in my purse all the time. But yeah, like, this year is over, y'all. And I'm very happy about it. I'm very, very happy. Why is it... Can you all hear that rain? Oh my God. Why is it raining so hard? It was just sunny, and now all of a sudden it's like beating down on my car. Like, what is going on right now? It's weird. Man, listen. Stress ages you. I'm telling y'all, when you stress things, it ages you. And I don't know what age I came to the epiphany, but I think it was like the age of 14. I read some article about that, like how stress and like bad vibes and bad circumstances and bad people makes you age. Wow, it is really loud, the rain. I'm finding some parking. Oh yeah, the whole week it's been raining. The whole week. It's been hard to even like do basic things. Oh my God. What is happening? Let me find somewhere to park. Because we're not about to do this now. And you see that? Now it's not raining. Now it's not raining anymore. That is so random. It was raining back there. Now it's not raining up here. Makes no sense. This makes no sense. It's so weird. So a little bit about 2022. I'm excited for next year because I like the numbers and what they represent. 222 is a very powerful frequency. It's a very high vibration energy behind 222. 2022. I like it. So I think that even number years like 2018, 2022, you know what I'm saying? Like not even number years normally are more positive is what I find for the most part. So within myself, I kind of feel like next year will be like better. I feel like next year is going to be a lot better than this year. I think this year was kind of like giving me lots of couch potato, slowpoke vibes. You know, this year was giving me lots of like sloth, leech, dry vibes. Like I actually feel like 2020 was more vibrant than this year. Now I can finally park and there's no rain. Yeah, like I actually feel I actually feel like last year was more vibrant than this year. I feel like this year was more lower vibrational than last year. And keep in mind, 2020, 2-2, right? 2022, 2-2-2, 2021. So 2021 was way more low vibe and chaotic than 2020. So I feel like 2022 is going to kick it back up a notch. It's going to go back to normal. It's going to go back up higher. So I feel like 2022, 2-2-2, partnerships, relationships, marriages, I feel like that kind of energy, coming into your soul tribe, your soul family, being around people who are the same soul family is for like 2022. So that's kind of how I feel about 2022 from now. Is 2022 is going to be about walking in fuller alignment of your higher self and your destined path. I think that 2021 is just like the setting, like the soundboard, like the setting, like the setting territory, the setting ground for 2022. That's really how I feel about it. I feel like this year is more so about laying down the foundation, getting rid of things that don't serve you, pushing things out of the way that, no longer resonate with you. Ways that you were operating and functioning that don't actually work efficiently in your life. And so I feel like 2022, with 2022, you can't really hide from what you attract, what you're gravitating towards. I feel like 2022 is more of the energy of what's to come, how to manifest what you really want, or to fuller enhance what you've already manifested from this year. So this year is like more of like a dry spell. We all see like the economics and stock market, like even with that, I think like 2021 is more so of like a dry spell, like a lot of struggle, a lot of up and down, very unstable. I think that 2020, even though that was like the kickoff with the pandemic, I feel like 2020 was more stable than 2021. It's kind of like from 2021, the energy of 2020 has made things out of balance. And so it's like 2022 has to put things back in balance. Is kind of how I see it. Like 2022 is just putting things back in perspective, back in alignment. So hopefully that will be the end of the pandemic. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that 2022, 2-2-2, I'm hoping that 2022 is going to bring in some good energy and put a close to this pandemic, put a close to a lot of just nonsense and confusion and, toxic connections and dead end connections and dead end jobs, all of that kind of nonsense is what I feel 2022, if we do things the right way with the number frequency and the energy at bay, I feel like 2022 should just be like a beautiful new beginning, a fresh canvas, if you will. Okay, that's how I see 2022. I don't see 2021 as anything special. I never felt that vibe. 2020, I could feel that there was a shift in the air. Before we got into January 2020, I could feel that shift. I could feel that energy in the air of something is about to happen. I felt that. I was in my bed for most of the day before New Year's Eve, and I normally don't do that. I'm normally out and about. So that was kind of strange. You see what I'm saying? And then going into 2021, it was the same kind of lackluster energy of like, oh, here we go again. Oh, I'm tired of that. Like, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Like, to me, even though I've been highly blessed and favored, and I thank God for all my blessings, I still feel like 2021 is not was not an exciting year. It was not a year of like a lot of happiness. It was more so about getting things done. At least for me. For me, 2021 felt like a year of just getting things done, just keeping on the same path, even if the path is dry, even if the path is boring, even if the path is super hard. It was just an energy of consistency. Just keep being consistent, keep being consistent, keep being consistent. So it's my hope that going into 2022, it's going to be more of an energy of excitement, you know, getting back out here, the world being brighter, you know, like a springboard, like a spring chicken, like things just being illuminated and happy and a little bit of like, you know, sauciness, if you will, you know, a little bit of like just feeling special, like a year that feels, you know, back in the day, we used to have those years that felt special. You know, you'd go into a new year and you're like, wow, you're like, this is like, you know, there's good movie after good movie, and there's all these good things happening, and people are celebrating, and there's all these amazing stories. And it's like ever since like 2013, 2014, it's like, it's just been, even though my life has been okay, I'm just saying it's just been this kind of downward slope energy of weird-ish going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want 2022 to bring back that good vibe of just happiness after happy moment, like good thing after good thing, you know, even relationships, like friendships, romantic, like bumping into and having experiences or dating people or being around friends that are just amazing. You know, like new people as well, not just like people you've known for years, like new connections, new connection. I'm on that new connection wave. You see what I'm saying? Like, that is a wave that I am on. I am on new, fresh, better, bigger, happier, more fulfilling. Like, that's what I'm on. I feel like 2021 is just like dragging itself out of here. Like, I just want to drag 2020 by the hair and just yank it out. Like, this year has been horrible. Like in my personal life, there's been beautiful things. Like, it's been a good, solid year in general. But I'm saying like if I put everything into perspective, I would not put 2021 out of the crowd. There's years that we've all experienced where I'm like, oh, that's a good year. Like, that's a year that was special. Oh my God, that year was amazing. 2021 was not that year. Even though a lot of milestones I've reached in 2021, like I said, I thank God for that. It still did not feel like fulfilling. It still did not feel like, oh yeah, this is it. Like, it just feels very lackluster. I don't know if it's just me, but it just feels very lackluster. Like, oh, it's just blah. Like, it's just hard. It's just hard. Like, everything seems like very confusing. Whereas other years, I you know, things may have happened, but I could never say it was a bad year. I could never say it was a boring year. I could never say that the year was just dreadful. Like, you know, the vibe of 2021 has been, it's like a very gray vibe. 2020 has a very gray vibe, where 2020 had more of like a light blue vibe, more of like a silver vibe. You see what I'm saying? 2021 has more of like a dim light vibe, like a very very lackluster, which I hate. I hate those kind of years. So I'm ready for 2022, y'all. That's what I'm on. I feel like this year's over. That's how I feel. I feel this year's over. This year was what it was. You know, I saw this funny tweet that said, if I do nothing else the rest of the year, it's good enough. And that's exactly how it feels. Like, everything I've been through, everything I've had to overcome this year, it is enough, boo. It is more than enough. You hear me? And we on to brighter days. 2022, I have a lot of faith in 2022. I'm not going to get my hopes shot down, you know, in Jesus' name. I feel like 2022 is a year that I'm looking out for. This year, I'm over this year. I'm over the people of this year. I'm over the circumstances of this year. I'm over all this. Like, this is just a transition. So if you're watching me out here and you feel the same way, just understand, God is saying this is a transition year. 2021 is about transition. It's not about the destination. It's not about arriving to the destination. 2021 was just the setting ground. 2022 is a springboard where you've laid the foundation, you've gone through the gunk, you've gone through the heartache, you've gone through the pain, and now you're leveling up. now you're where you want to be. Now you're finally in alignment with where you're going. And that's why I feel, and I also feel like saying, not everybody can go for the ride. Not everybody that you've had, you know, a connection with or whatever, all these rest of the years are going to stay with you in 2022, or you're going to keep around you. Like I haven't, you know, I've had conversations. I've done certain things where I'm like, that's it. Like, you know, like whether it's just small things or big things, it's like, we're moving on. We're, you know, like on to the next. You see what I'm saying? And so the retrograde is just testing that. This retrograde, this last retrograde of 2021 is just testing to see how serious are you though? Are you really serious about leveling up? Are you really serious about being a better person in your life? Are you really serious about attracting better people, better circumstances, better money, better opportunities? Are you really serious about it though? Like that full moon and the retrograde, this is all tying in to test us to see, are you serious? You know, you say you're done with that person. Are you really done with that person? You say, like, are you tired of the certain work circumstance? Are you really tired of it? Are you really able to put in that work to get to the better thing, the next best thing for your life, for this season? Because we got to honor seasons, y'all. That's all I wanted to say. I'm over this year. I'm happy this year's coming to a close. I'm ready for hot cocoa and marshmallows and beautiful Christmas lights, even though I'm not really like into holidays like that of any kind of religion. You know, I normally don't even like Christmas. And this year I'm actually looking forward to it because I want to smell that beautiful pine smell and just the festivity and the reconnecting. You know what I'm saying? I like this year. I'm actually looking forward to Christmas. Like I normally don't look forward to Christmas. This year I'm like, you know what? I like when the choir singing. I like the lights. I like to go, you know, when you go certain places in town and all the streets have the Christmas lights and the beautiful festive lights. I like that. So I'm actually ready for that. I'm ready for December. I'm in September, but I'm ready for December. My mind is on December right now. And then after December, you know what time it is, 2022. And that's what I'm on. So dust to anything that this year brought negatively. We rebuke it. We're casting it out. We're putting it into the flame of fire, and we're saying dust. I'm saying dust to it because I'm over it. I think that until things get back to normal to some degree, or things just kind of switch out of whatever energy it's been in, I will feel a lot better. I feel like this year has been just a lot of just getting through it, you know, like gutter butt energy, just trying to, you know, trench through it, you know, climb out of it. And that's not a good energy to be in. You know, you want to be in a flow. So I think of recent, before this retrograde kicks off, I've just been in this flow energy of, I'm not going to stress it. I'm not going to stress nothing, because stress will age you. Stress will make you unhealthy. Stress will cause a lot of pain in your life, heartache, all types of negative things. And I don't want no parts of it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all could, relate and you're looking forward to next year. I know I am. I'm really looking forward to next year. I think next year is going to be a much better year than this year and 2020 in general. I believe it will be, and I'll make sure of it for myself. I'm going to make sure that 2022 is just even better than this year and last year. Love y'all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you in the next video. Bye.